Hey, check it out. I think I hit the go live button at the right time. Gotta find music though. We'll explain everything in a bit. Oh, is this gonna be any good? We're gonna find out. Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be good. Okay, so, album is Naufragio by Wanderlust. I imagine they're probably from South America because that was what I was listening to when I found them. Wanderlust, Naufragio. They're probably from Lima, too. Yes, they are from Lima. That's right, Lima Math Rock. Check it out. Okay, so. Guy on Reddit posts, hey, can someone guide me on how to make this model? Oh, this is so good. Such good music. Although it's taking a little while to load, I think Reddit's just having a bit of a fit. Does it load any better when it's in a new tab? Don't convert it to a new format, just give me the original, please. Whatever. Okay, we have roughly the shape. We have... Ooh. Okay, so we've got sort of 12 lobes. We've got 8 layers. This one wasn't trimmed quite evenly, which makes it kind of funny looking, but that's fine. I think the way that I want to trim it is I want to trim it with an odd number of layers. Oh, howdy. Good to see you. I think I'm going to do it with an odd number of layers because that makes it easier to trim the ends squarely, I think. Well, actually, maybe it doesn't. Probably is easier. And then this one, which has sort of fins going on, but really complicated. I think they're also kind of exaggerated, like they're more extreme than they need to be. So I'm going to trim them back a little bit. But that doesn't seem to be loading, so let's copy image address. Octoprint's not doing anything at the moment. So turn off the webcam. Turn on, whoops. Nope, is that right? Hey, it is right. Check it out. Oh, that seems to really want to be... Oh, hang on. Okay, hang on. I should do this cleverly so that I have like an actual... It grabs the right... open image, a new tab. Wow, that is really long. Oh, come on. Browser, create new... There we go. Okay, image. Looks right. Cool, okay. So, I'm gonna pop chat out so I don't not pay attention to it. Listen to Peruvian Math Rock, which is great. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we have 12 of these spheres. We want to do a sketch on the top plane with sort of our reference. And I will add 2 spheres to it. Whoops. Make these equal. Make that tangent. And then I have to say, okay, I want my outer diameter to be 4 inches, seems okay. So we'll do 100 millimeters. Oops, I can't draw a circle on the right spot. And it doesn't want to let me easily pick those two, so I have to put a point there first. But then it lets me say that I want this to be maybe 95, and I can control exactly how far in. Well, better yet, just define it as the total depth. So say I want 5 millimeter depth. That's good to go. We'll use this guy horizontally and make all these construction. Yes, okay. Exit sketch. Well, actually, we can probably use the sketch. Just gotta make one of these real. Oh, hang on. Did I think I added an easy way to make... Normally I'm a little clever about making sure that I leave dimensions for myself so I can program things, but not today. Anyway, we'll extend this. I don't know why it's complaining. Ah, it's because it lost its reference. So we'll quickly... Oh goodness, I'm gonna have to split a lot of things. Keep trimmed as construction. Now it's complaining. What are you complaining about? Aha. No longer the same. But if we force them to be the same, then we're still okay. And we'll make that just perpendicular because it needs to be something. Add a line up here as construction. Evolved boss. Axis revolution. Got a whole bunch of lines, so it's probably throwing a fit. Cool. Now, I forgot to draw an axis, so we're going to do a quick Control-T so I can move back before the feature. Say, show me the sketch. Well, it's going to be the front and right planes. It doesn't really need to be in any particular spot. So we'll hide that again. Then, circular pattern. Direction 1, about the axis. 12. Cool. Now I have to figure out... Let's show this sketch. Do another 3D... Or actually, hang on. I can do this with a plane. And I can be extra careful. Ooh, or I can do it inside of the sketch. Save myself some time. So I know that I have this distance between the spheres, so I can pre-compute my height geometrically. Whoops, this guy is not horizontal. Don't be horizontal, that's rude. I can make those equal. And I can pre-compute my height and take it from here. Call this guy height at sketch 1. And then... I don't want to have to figure out... Oh, I guess it transitions to Screamo. Whoops. Hang on, I should find my music. Whatever, old standby's fine. Yeah, old standby's fine. Okay, so I now have a height, so I can go up a height and then I can rotate... So, copy bodies. Say take this whole body and translate up in Y equal to height at sketch 1. Let's just say 1 or 5. And copy. Can't hear the music? Oh, I paused it for a sec. It was getting a bit screamy, so I figured it'd be better to change it. Okay, why is it not giving me any dimensions? Maybe I want to do a linear pattern. So direction 1, we'll just pick the top plane. Or better yet, can I pick the sketch? No, I can't pick the sketch. Oh well. Direction 1, top plane. We're going to pattern bodies. Let the bodies hit the top plane, apparently. Only need 1. Or I need 2, rather. And we're gonna leave that for now, that 10 millimeters. So we can come in here and say equals height at sketch 1. Ooh, that won't quite work. It's gonna be... I don't think that'll quite work. I mean, still worth taking a peek at just to see, but... move this body and rotate 360 divided by 24, because we need... Actually, don't copy, just rotate. Mirror, top plane, bodies to mirror, this one. Is that hexagonal exactly? Those all the same distance? 7424, hang on, the units are wrong. Document settings, please. 1858. Snuts. Actually, hang on. To hide the sketch because it's making things silly. So, 1858, 18817. What did I do wrong? Oh, hang on. I forgot that this triangle is leaned out a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit different. So if I want it to be perfectly hexagonal, like a perfect hexagonal mesh, I need to do slightly more math. I think I need a cosine. Okay, I should do this in the initial context sketch because that'll make this easier. So basically the problem is this doesn't swing up to directly above this point. It swings to up and above and out a little bit. So I need to have, well, we'll use an arc because it's a little more convenient. Come on. Give me what I want. Thank you. It swings out to this point, which means I need the square root of this, of the square of this height minus the square of this length. This is so silly. Whoops, hang on. Not quite right. We'll call this guy offset. And then we'll have a new one. Construction and collinear. And we'll make this equal to height at sketch 1. I think I can just do, no, I have to do it that way. Plus offset at sketch 1. Square should be, oh, hang on. I did the math on that slightly wrong. It needs to be minus, not plus. Okay, so now if we go in there, that's a little shorter. If we come in here to the linear pattern and say that this is, instead of equal to height, it's equal to true height. Hang on, what did I call that other dimension? Oh, maybe I didn't rename it. Oh, I didn't rename it. True height. Linear pattern. True height. Oh! I totally forgot to link this in the Reddit thread. Give me like 2 seconds. Do I still have it up? I don't. Okay, which means I need to Control-Shift-T some things. Okay. Maybe some other folks show up. Maybe I'll get banned. Who knows? So now I've got distance to spherical centers, 18,858. Oh, hang on. Needs a rebuild. 18,825, 18,817. It's still slightly wrong. Yeah, why is it still slightly wrong? So we want to swing this equivalent triangle up. That's 18,817, 18,817. 16,258. Ah, man. Such a silly problem. Is that even right? It's very close to right, which is all the more frustrating. Let's bump this up to like 4. Do a quick adjust the... Hang on. Just need to adjust 2 of them. And adjust the mirror to capture everything. Fine. Whoops, hang on. That did a subtract instead of an add. There we go. Now we'll do a quick sketch from the front, which I can use to control. Do this. Oops, come on. Pick the origin and the line, say midpoint. Now it's right where I want it to be. Do a quick view of the sketch, and then I can have this guy. Ooh, hang on. That's in a funny spot, isn't it? Am I going to be able to easily make that? Let's just pick the midpoint for now and just kind of say that it's piercing that line. Normally I'd want to make sure that it's in exactly the right spot, but eh. We'll say this is 6 times true height at sketch 1. And that gives me a rough estimate of height. Make that construction, quick revolve, and it should just give me all the mass I want, which is great. Show the sketch. Let's... Ooh. How do I make sure that this is always long enough? Ooh, I know exactly how to make sure that it's always long enough. Sketch, front plane. Convert that, make it real, pick the endpoint, say coincident, make that a big square, convert that line, make it also construction, hide some other sketches to make sure I'm not doing anything silly. Looks good to me. Features, ooh, click, click, mirror, revolve to cut. Save myself an extra op. Okay, so now we've got our hollowed out volume. Or not hollowed out, rather, but we've got kind of our bubbly shape. Kind of don't like how deep that is. It's a little more than I'd like. Fortunately, I can just go back here and say, what if that was only 3 millimeters deep instead? Yeah, parametric modeling. Hang on, something else broke though. Because those no longer look like hexagons. They're super not hexagons. 1736? 1736? Oh, well, it says they're hexagons. Whatever. I'm just going to assume that those are close enough to hexagons. Ooh, wait, interesting. It's not slicing through the middle anymore. Oh, that didn't actually equal 6 times true height at sketch 1. So it didn't rebuild properly. Now it rebuilds properly. And all that seems to have correctly figured itself out. Now I want to do an offset surface. Select everything. Okay, clear everything, Control A. Get rid of these two. Offset maybe 1 millimeter. Do inward. Kind of want to delete the face on the top first. surface offset's now breaking. Ah, all the faces changed. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. They seem to be the right distance apart, but I think it's possibly, like I'm not making them dense enough or something. I think I got lucky the first time around with how they were spaced. If I come up to the polygon, which I now can't change, yeah. Let's go back to the 5. They still don't look quite like hexagons, do they? I think I'm doing some of the math slightly wrong to make them hexagons, but I'm just gonna not worry about that too much for right now. I'm more interested in how to make the fin pattern, since that's, I think, gonna be the trickier problem. Face offset did conveniently give me the face offset in the right spot, so it's offset and it's not gonna have any weird errors at the top. So now I want to do sketch, top plane, do a quick show of the base sketch here. I want to come from that point, and I want to give myself another line that's equal to the diameter of that. Make those equal. Make that one real. Features, or actually surfaces, extruded surface. Bidirectional. And then under, hang on, cut revolve. Or maybe it was under revolve 2? Yeah, it was under revolve 2. We'll leave that as 10 for now, and then take a quick look at this guy and say D1 at sketch 2 is how tall I want this to be. Rebuild. Perfect. Slicing plane. Circular pattern. Direction 2. Is this going to be an easy way to do this, or am I going to have to do a lot of manual clicking? Maybe I'll have to do a bunch of manual clicking. Who knows? But I still have my reference axis, so it's easy to grab that and say bodies. Surface body. Let's divide this 100 times to start. Oh, that's very difficult to look at, isn't it? Okay, hide some sketches. I think this is going to end up with a lot of manual clicking, unfortunately. Intersect. Could not be determined. Oh, what? No, I need trim. Trim surface. Mutual. It's really not going to like doing this. Remove selections. Oh, it doesn't seem to have trimmed things. Oh, no, I was just editing this selection by accident. Okay, remove selections. Ooh, it didn't like that. It totally locked up. So I need a different way to section this that doesn't blow my computer up. I think if I cancel. Trim surface, standard trim tool, and then wait, hang on. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to hit escape a whole bunch of times because now it's gonna try and select everything. Oh goodness, what have I done? Oh, that's very difficult to look at. Should have done it just a layer at a time first as like an experiment. This would be a lot easier with, I think, Rhino and Grasshopper would be a more appropriate tool. But, I've come this far. So what if we get rid of the surface offset for now? And we'll just do that later. For now, we'll trim. Let's see, standard, I want this tool. Then I want to remove... Yeah, I guess I do just have to click a whole bunch of times. That's a little frustrating, but... Hundreds of hours of first-person shooters prepared me for this. This is so silly. Yeah, certainly the more pragmatic approach would be to use something like Grasshopper that can... Oh my god, that's so difficult to look at. Okay, split, optional, yes. That's natural. And it should leave me with just the ones on the inside. Which it did. Cool, okay. Now, offset surface. Can I pick the whole of that guy? I can. We'll do a millimeter inward. Those look planar, which is good, because otherwise it would break a lot of things. Now we do the same step. Trim surface, standard, using this one. Oh my goodness, my computer's getting real crunchy. This is getting increasingly difficult to look at. Gotta let it catch up to me. Make a whole bunch of things purple all at once. This is absurd. I think Grasshopper is definitely the better way to go. Or Rhino, rather, but I'm not even sure. Maybe macros or something to save all the time selecting this, but I'm just not sure. Maybe in Blender. Wait. Could that do it? No, because it's gotta change with the depth of every point. Hang on, maybe I think I may have just come up with a better way to do this. Possibly. A way that would work almost programmatically, I think. I'm going to finish this just because I'm almost done with it, but I think I have a way that'll work a lot better. Because this, obviously, a whole bunch of manual clicking. If you wanted to change the number of ridges, it would be... Ooh, man. How are we doing? Evaluate performance. 11-second rebuild, that's not going to fly. Okay. That's not going to work at all. We're going to go back up before any of this. Well, let's Shift-C, garbage method, and then suppress everything in there, because it's all terrible, and we don't want any of it. Performance evaluation, 0.3 of a second. I can deal with that. Now, I need to offset surface, pick everything on here. Actually, Control A rather than click and drag, because that makes sure that you get everything. Flip direction, say OK. Hide that. Planar surface. Should let me nicely make a planar surface from this, but you never know. Hey, there we go. Wait, is there an easy way to boundary surface? Just selection manager. Oh, hang on. I can come up here. Instead of picking edges, select loop. Nope. Select open loop. Yeah. Cool. Planar surface. I love finding better ways to do stuff. It's my favorite. Select open loop. Cool. Hit surface. Create solid. So now I've got two solids. One of them slightly larger on the outside than the other. Extruded boss. Top plane. Equals 200. Well, actually, can I say 200? What was D1 in that first sketch? Exit sketch. Yeah, don't make me extrude that just yet, please. D1 at sketch 1. We'll call this OD. OD at sketch 1. We'll call this control sketch or something. C sketch, a little shorter as well. Let's call this 2 times OD at C sketch. Rebuild. Cool. Features, extruded boss. Do not merge result. Say equal D2 at sketch 2. Sketch 1? Sketch 3? Maybe it was D1 at something else. D1 at sketch 2? Yes, that was it. Okay. Now we do midplane. Say OK. Combine. Subtract main body this one. Subtracting body the surface net. And now we have a slightly larger inner body. Ooh, yeah, this is shaping up. This is shaping up. Extruded cut. Top plane. We're gonna do just an arc. Come on, give me an arc on the right side. Thank you. And vertical. Actually, I probably shouldn't make that an arc just for complexity's sake. This outer one definitely should not be an arc. Because that means that I'll have more weird curved surfaces that I don't need. And we'll make these two symmetric. And we'll make this equal to equals OD at C sketch over 2. Whoops, over 4. Make this guy OD at C sketch over 2. And then I just have to make the two of them symmetric. Oh, they already are symmetric. Oops. Say, well, rather than putting the angle there, let's have an equation. Oops. Causes a potential circular reference. True height. Oh no, that's no circular reference. Stupid SolidWorks. Okay, global variable. Fins. Or we'll call it num fins. I want 120 fins. It's just complaining about pointless, not real. I mean, if I was smart, I would be doing this all from the equations and then driving the sketches from the equations rather than computing things in the sketches, but... So we want this distance to be equal to 360 divided by 2 times num fins. We want that extruded cut through both directions. Don't auto-select, subtract only from this body. Then we do a circular pattern. Direction 1 around our axis. Features this one. And we make this equal to num fins. Yes. 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 Subtract, main, subtract. Gets real weird. Complains for a bit. There it is. There's your variable depth fin. And I didn't have to click something 100,000 times. Much better. So I should have, through this surface offset, I should be able to make this variable depth. So I can hit 2 here, and then through many minutes of rebuilding. Let's see how deep I can make that. Will 5 millimeters work? Or is it going to throw a fit? Yeah. Quick evaluation of performance. 4-second rebuild. Doing a lot better than we were. Oh, that's so weird to look at. Okay, well. But anyway, I've got full parametric control now, so I can go and say, I mean, even with a 4-second rebuild, which, frankly, I'm startled how good that is. If I tried to fill out all of those, my computer would just explode. Although I kind of want to see what happens if I go just before the surface offset and say, fill it to the tune of maybe 2 millimeters. All concave. Oh, it's not going to like that. Oh, hey, it kind of liked that. Usually it grenades a little quicker than that. So surface offset might blow up. Yeah, it didn't create everything, so I'd have to... Well, actually... I'm doing a lot of actuallying here, but clear selections, Control A. Ooh boy. I've just increased the number of faces 6-fold, so this is going to get real gross real fast. Okay, well that gives us the new face. Planar surface is going to throw a fit. So we have to go hide the solid body. Regenerate these, which is fine. Expected having to do that. Select open loop. Generates just fine. Surface plane. Clear these ones. Select open tangency. Cute. Surface knit, that should work without a hitch. Boss extrude, work without a hitch. Combine 2, work without a hitch. I bet the rest of this is going to go just fine. I mean, it's going to take ages to rebuild because the number of surfaces has increased massively, but... Yeah! Check it out! Now it'd be really difficult to do surface conditioning on these, but you can also just come back up to equations and say, hey, I only want maybe 30. I think it would look better if it was a multiple of 12, because we already have 12 spheres here. But that does very nicely create all of our surfaces. And then if I go up to, hang on, where is it? Surface offset. Well, I should name all this stuff. So, primary axis. This is the initial sphere revolve. This is circular sphere circular pattern. I try to put the feature name at the end just because it's a little safer. Patterning sphere patterns. That's a little gross, but that's fine. Offset odd sphere patterns. Mirror sphere patterns. We've got the combine all sphere patterns. And then we've got the little body. I could have done that with probably a delete face on the top and bottom, but it's kind of gross. This is trim top and bottom. Top and bottom trim. So this is primary body creation. Fillet outer faces. We'll call it outer fillet A. Ooh, actually that should go up here because it's part of the initial body. Like everything. Oh goodness. Everything up here. Part of the initial body. Everything after that. Rebuild in 3 seconds. Is part of the weird body. So then we've got the offset surface. Create. Cap offset top. Cap offset bottom. Hit offset body. Offset body features. And this is the cutting body extrude. Subtract offset body. Cutting. This what was this one? Oh, this was the single fin cut. Fin circular pattern. And the final face cut. Cutting body creation features. And I haven't even saved it yet. Oops, get out of there. Gotta go find a project folder for this. 21064. Bubble Vase. Yeah, Bubble Vase. How long did that take me? Only 45 minutes? It's not too bad. I do think I want a little more offset, though. With the bigger fins, it makes more sense to have a little more offset and give it some more depth. Yeah, that looks so good. Okay. Now I'm just going to do a quick torture test and see. Make this 0.4 millimeters thick. Just grind to a halt. My processor going nuts. Control-Shift-Q. Oh, not that bad. I mean, one of them was clearly getting hammered pretty hard, but that's pretty much it. Ooh, it's still crunchy though. I'm gonna leave this open in the background. Keep an eye on it. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Does not like that. Ooh, I kind of want to know, like, how far apart are these faces? Like, minimum distance, 4 millimeters. Okay, so I shouldn't feel too bad about maybe a millimeter fillet. I don't know what I moused over, but it really doesn't like it. There doesn't seem to be a convenient option for picking. Let's see, if I zoom in a little bit, does it generate these a little quicker? Sort of. So I don't want these sort of exterior ones on the bottom faces, but I do want these. So I kind of have to figure out what's gonna give me that. I think that'll work. Connected to start face? I don't know what it considers the start face, but now it's going to have to generate a few hundred fillets. If I did this as curvature continuous, it would just utterly grind to a halt. Oh, and you can see now that we're crunching. We're crunching those numbers. For my frankly absurd request. Oh boy. I think that is what I wanted though. Yeah, let's hit OK. I get the feeling that I've heard from a coworker who has a copy of Rhino that Solidworks has better fillet performance, but just the programmatic tools through Grasshopper and Rhino's Python API are vastly more powerful than any sort of programmatic stuff you can do in SolidWorks. This, however, I've also heard that it does not like doing fillets, and I cannot imagine what this would do to it. So let's run that shell. Shell several thousand faces. Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's not a way around it. If you try to make a model like this, it will get real crunchy real fast. But frankly, performance evaluation, 40 seconds? Hang on. Do I have a timer? Arms and clock? Can I... Stopwatch. I do have a stopwatch. Okay. Control-Shift-Q. Ooh, can I put this here? I can. Yeah, so we're totally unresponsive now. Ooh, hang on. Ooh, that's too big. Oh, I can just move that up so you can still see under it. And you can even see under my face, too. Nice. I love it when things work out. So... it's totally locked up. I still have cores pinned. It said 37 seconds, and it's back to giving me a loading thing, which is good. Hey, I'll take that at roughly 46 seconds. Oh my god. Okay. Of those, more than half, nearly 2/3 of that, was this one fillet feature. And now that I've selected it, I'm going to lock it up. But oh, beautiful. I do not envy the guy who decides that it is a good idea to print this, because it is not. Hang on, no, that's BS. This is stupid. Let me shell this to 0.8, and I'm gonna print it. Edit feature. Or no, I'm not gonna edit feature. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to drag the freeze bar past the fillet so that I never ever have to rebuild that fillet. Can I rename it at least? This gets to be called the fillet of doom, I think. I don't think I've ever worked on a fillet that, or worked on a feature, a single feature that has so thoroughly ruined the rest of my feature tree. There's usually like a properties something. Oh, rename tree item. Fillet of doom. So we take this shell. 0.8, and that'll make it crunch for a bit. This thing's not going to print well at all. Real funny to watch it try, though. Oh, I want those fillets a little bigger. Just so we don't have quite so tight corners on the inside, but at the same time, Let's do 1mm and see if I can click that face and make it, maybe it won't explode. And now we wait. Because I'm insane, I guess. Oh, I have a participants thing? I can see who's here? I guess not. Because it crashed. Yeah, it didn't seem to like that. Okay, let's do maybe 0.4, because I want like a little bit of fillet in there. It will also be completely impossible to clean this. Oh hey, it'll take 0.4. Well, this has resulted in the somewhat peculiar effect of having equal width ridges or equal width spacing on the outside and not on the inside, which I'm not sure I like. Can I shell outwards instead? Yeah, let's try shelling outwards. That's gonna break everything, but it'll be really funny. It probably is you twice. Yes. Let's get rid of that. Do. Hey, that didn't break anything. And the fillet's just on the wrong side now. Fun. This looks like one of those things you see in a topology, like, lecture video. I don't think there's going to be a way to satisfactorily get the fillets the right way inside and outside. Or make these, like, evenly spaced. Unless I do something really silly with the way the fin cut is done. I could do something really silly with the way the fin cut is done. Check phone. Nothing useful. Okay. That seems normal. As normal as it's going to get. So we're going to save this out as an STL. Bubble base, STL. Ooh. Ooh, wait, this is going to be a really big STL. 34 megabytes. My god. Okay, yes. This is probably going to eat Kira alive. Just without putting any effort into it. Whoops. That's other projects. You can't see other projects. I even exported it wrong. Hey! Didn't destroy my computer. That's new. Really curious how many megabytes of G-code this produces. Because for all the surface complexity, there's nothing on the inside except, you know, another wall. Let's see how well it's abusing my overall. Not that great. It's probably because it's a lot of single-threaded, just tracing a line around. When you have multiple independent polygons for a single layer, I imagine that helps make it go faster. Because that's something that's a little easier to parallelize. That is a lot of faces. It's chugging right along, though. Oh, now it's even moving at kind of a reasonable speed. When did progress bars ever do that? Makes me alarmed, mostly. 4 hours? Really? That could be done before I go to bed tonight. Yeah, actually, screw it, let's print this. This is absurd. No, wait, hang on. No, don't look at that. Projects, Rudio, projects, Bubble Base, G-code. Rudio CAD. Gotta do this all off screen because something, confidentiality, something. Oh boy, it is still going. Well, while that's doing something, the least we can do is actually possibly nothing. We may just be stuck waiting until this is done. Yeah, no, one of the things that Kira does not do well is dealing with lots of tiny polygons. Hey, only 30 megabytes of G-code. You know, that's not so bad. I'll take that. I'm gonna quickly close this and this. And rename this per... I realized it would be a good idea to keep track of, you know, who I'm doing the project for, so Clark Schaefer Bubble Base rather than just Bubble Base. We can reopen that in the background. So, I'm going to quickly chuck this into Octopi. It might, if the auto scene switcher is on, it might automatically... Oh, hang on. Updates. Let's do updates. Clark, professional streamer, decides to do updates on stream. That's insane, though. I've never seen a single fillet feature take 60% of the rebuild time for a single model. That is something. Oh, hang on. I should get rid of... everything in here is even worse and requires lots of manual stuff that I'm not a fan of. Oh, press escape to interrupt rebuild. Yes, please. You don't need to rebuild. Ah. It doesn't care. It wants to rebuild anyway. Okay. This is updating. Pluggable firmware. Did I already get the firmware? Okay, so we're left with one sketch and some equations. What? Syntax error and what equations? I didn't see any equations there, you goof. Oh, that's right, it's gonna rebuild, or reboot, because it's now running a new form of Octoprint. Okay, done there. Where does it think? Oh, frozen. Hide at C-sketch. There's no circular reference there, though. What? I don't... None of these... None of them... Yes, exit saving without changes, or exit without saving changes. There's no... Fine. This is why you should do things with equations first rather than doing them in sketches, because then it'll complain. Shell body, because I want it to be 2 layers thick, and I don't want to use Vase mode, or Vase mode. Floor fillet. Quick save. So now that that is all squared away, I think I could just close out of that. Big print energy. Octoplug turns on. You can switch to Octopi Cam. Well, hang on. Whoops. Whoop. Ah. Whoop. Main monitor. Here we go. Okay. Squared away. Projects. Well, actually, I guess that's just 21064. And where did that Explorer window go? FreeCAD, projects, bubble base, G-code. So this is gonna be kind of intense. Arc welder should get kind of nuts here. Or maybe it won't. Maybe it doesn't have enough segments for it. I would expect it to do a really ridiculous ratio compression. Although, because the fillets are so small, they may have already been limited in how long they could be. So, I don't know. But, you know, 57.5% ratio of 2.4 compression. That's not bad. I am curious how long it thinks it will take. Okay, estimated print time 4.5 hours. Yeah, that'll be done before I go to bed, probably. That's kind of nuts. Well, it won't quite, though, because I have to heat my bed up preemptively. And filament... Oh yeah, I got plenty of filament. 15 meters. 15 meters times 1.75 millimeters over 2 squared times pi times 1.24 grams per cc. Yeah, cool. I'll use only a tiny fraction of my filament. Oh, hang on. I guess we've lost the calibration again. This is a 5 kilogram load cell. It can't possibly be measuring 1.7 kilograms. I do trust roughly 400. So that's roughly what it looks like it has on it. But I don't... Why does it do that? Okay. Okay. Tear. Okay. Calm down. Tear. Oh, what's it doing? Why is that octoprint so big? Oh. That's weird. I don't know how long I was doing that, but feel free to make fun of me for it. Because I also can't see chat. Okay, yeah, you had been saying that for a bit, and I definitely wasn't paying attention. Sorry. Okay, now we're normal. Roughly. Pixel 4 XL. Wait. This is my... Oh. It's decided to keep going. I don't know what's going to keep going on. Quick, find music. Strokes. No, that's gonna get me copyright struck immediately. What do they got? Feed me Jack. Yes. Feed me Jack. Always good. Okay, so a Pixel 4 XL weighs 193 grams. And known weight, 193 grams. Calibrate. Hopefully that doesn't jump around anymore. Yep, that looks about right. Save. It's like it's losing its calibration or something. Okay. My bad. Okay, so this has to sit up at temp a little bit, but hey, look, our filament number is still super busted. For some reason. Something about these load cells, man. I don't know. It could be an EMI problem, but I'm never really sure. Yeah, I guess, I mean, at this point, it's just going to be me running a print. For the 2 people who just showed up a bit ago, feel free to skip back to the start, or roughly about 15 minutes in, where I figure out how I want to properly cut this efficiently. My rebuild time ended up being really long for... Well, we can just reopen the part again. I thought I could reopen it. Oh, there we go. Minimize that. Solidworks was supposed to open. It wasn't. This is Feed Me Jack, by the way. Move Your Still from the album Ultra Ego, which is a great album. Loading add-ins, game to 3D. Bubble Vase. Oh, right, that's right, there's swears in this. Don't have kids around. Yeah, so if we skip... Can't hear the music? Oh, it is a little quiet. That should make it a little warmer. So if we get rid of the Doom fillet and the shelling and the floor fillet, just the bubble vase model, which I now realize that I have lost. Hang on, wait, it should be in the comments to my own YouTube video. Don't mute, preemptively mute. Okay, post. Here we go, post. Yeah, looking at that model, which, by the way, also not hexagons, so I am completely okay with not doing it 100% right. At least temporarily. Maybe someday I'll fix it properly, but... Publication... Hang on, he published it this morning? What? I didn't realize that I was just aping this guy's style so rapidly. Namu 3D, hit me up. I don't know what you designed this with, but you must use Solidworks. Kodoprint is you have to have a Cotopaxi, and you put them in front of. No, hang on. No, there's an animal. There's an animal called a Cotopaxi, right? Please tell me that it's not just a brand. Okay, no, it's a place. Cotopaxi is a volcano. So you go to the volcano, and you throw your printer into it, and then write in. Tell me what happens, because I would like to know. Yeah, this guy he must use SolidWorks or something. What is he? Namu 3D. Well, Instagram doesn't like me now, I guess. But hey, dude, sorry I aped your style. Maybe you should post a video on how you drew it, because I would be interested to see. Maybe, like, King Rune, Anycubic, Stampa 3D? Is that like must be a brand. Okay, yeah, Stampa 3D is, just some South American. Oh, hang on. Oh no, he posted it here. What do you use, dude? Tell me. I must know. MRI. Engineer, record designer, intermediate. Yeah, but like what tools, bro? Oh, he's done a lot of weird variations on it too. Trim the outside. He really likes messing with this model. Not at all. Oh, FreeCAD. He did that in FreeCAD. My goodness. Respect, dude. That's insane. Cannot imagine doing this with a marginally lesser CAD package. Anyway, whatever Octoprint is, I think we've had, let's see, 1925 minutes. Yeah, we're probably pretty squared away. So I'm going to load and print that, and it will show up next to me 4 hours from now. Those of you who came and watched, thank you. I appreciate it, as always. I should take a quick peek at the... Ooh, hey, look at how not level my bed is. My bed's very not level. Is it ever going to load the image and show me? Yes, it will. Although this is... Ooh. Oh, I like that effect a lot. That's great fun. Pain and drinking. I would expect no less. If I don't zoom in on model, but I center on model. Oh, that's so trippy. I bet it would look a little bit different if I had properly done it with the hexagon so that things are all spaced correctly, but... Whoops, I didn't. Hey Dad, just a heads up, John Newcomer is an electrician and also has a 3D printer with Octoprint. He knows his stuff. Oh, that's so trippy though. And you can even see that at some points it sort of lines up with to sort of be a 12-sided shape, but all of this is little arcs. Oh, that's so weird. Well, I will have that He knows more about Linux than I do, but I think I've got him beat for printer knowledge, at least for now. Oh, I should turn on my... Hang on. Doink. Octopi Cam. So it'll just tune and locate itself, and then it'll go for some time. Yeah, I don't have anything else really to say. Those of you that came, thank you. To somebody watching this down the line who watched all the way to the end, including the slicing and silliness of Kira not liking, 30 megabytes of STL, I appreciate you as well. Besides that, have a nice weekend. Or weekday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't discriminate. Yes. Deciding a new extruder is a good idea. It will eventually be a good idea, but in the interim, it doesn't seem like it. Or it won't seem like it. It will eventually. Yeah. That's all I've got. Have a nice night. Boink!